The one Nigeria has now become a mockery. The one Nigeria has now become a laughing stock, whereby Fulanis, Miyetti leaders, has warned the Igbo governors and Igbo leaders that nothing should happen to their members and nothing should happen to the Fulani herders in their region. What an audacity. If today is your first time of coming across this channel or this YouTube platform, please, can you like this video? Please share it, comment for more political discourse. Please like this video, share, comment for more political discourse. Now, back to our discussion. What an arrant nonsense that the Miyetti leaders have the effrontery, have the audacity to warn the southeastern people that nothing should happen to their members. The same criminals, terrorists who has been terrorizing the entire Nigeria, and now Miyetti is now issue an ultimatum to warn the southeastern leaders. For those of us who have said we are not in support of one Nigeria, have you seen the reason why we have been saying that one Nigeria would not work? That one Nigeria is this contraption is based on scam. The southern, this marriage is scam, because if the British has not forcefully joined this marriage, we will not have anything to do with the we will not have any business with the Miyetti leaders. The Miyetti would not issue an ultimatum to the Igbo leaders that any of their members in the southeastern part of the country should be in safe hands, or else they will hold the governors and leaders accountable. Those people that have been fired in southeast and in the north by Fulani militias, who is to be held responsible? Who is to be held accountable for all the killings in Nigeria? So now you value your own people, but you don't value the people that you buy. You don't value the people that you collect ransom from. You don't value people who have been slaughtered by your Fulani conquest. But you want your own people in the east to be protected, to be given first class treatment. Fulani, una don't do this one. Fulani militias, una don't do this one. That is why, as for me, I have always said it on this platform, that one Nigeria no go fit work. We no fit dey continue dey live with people who are selfish, who are greedy, and who are manipulative. I think the Igbo leaders and the Igbo governors need to take a drastic action on this. Because what gave these people that effrontery, that audacity to warn you to protect killers? Because these guys are killers. So every governor in Southeast should protect people who are in their states without any meaningful business. Are the Fulani militias, are they in that state to invest in that state? Are they in that state to contribute to the social and economic growth of that particular state? Or rather, they are there to cause havoc and to cause sorrow, pain and tears in the life of people. So you want the governor to give a 5-star treatment and a 5-star protection to people who dey come the state to come buy people from the state. Fulani. Now, for me, with all of this, if truly we want to cut the wings of this so-called Fulani, with this DSS as rights should go and investigate them. Because to me, it is now obvious that the Fulanis and the Miyetti Allah leaders are the one supporting these people to go to different states to buy people to kill. Because if not so, despite the menace, the threats that has been caused by the Fulanis, the Miyetti Allah leaders is coming out to say that they should give protection to Fulani herders, that nothing should happen to them. I think Nigeria has become a joke. Nigeria of today is not a joke. And that is why I would always maintain my stand. That the only way out of this menace, the only way out of this trouble, the only way out of this shenanigans is to allow everybody go on their own. If biafra has existed in the country, can Fulani warn the Igbo leaders that nothing should happen to all the Fulani herders in their region? Or if Oduduwa or the Yorubas has existed in the country and they have their own Oduduwa country states, can Fulani write to the Oduduwa leaders that nothing should happen to them? They dare not. They won't try that bullshit. They won't try that nonsense. Just because they feel that we are still in one Nigeria and they are superior, and they feel they are superior to any other tribe, and that is the only reason they have that impetus. They have the power to come out and say nothing should happen to Fulani herders in the southeast. My governors, the governors of southeast, this is a very clear warning to you. Anyone that goes against the law in your state, you are the executive governor of the state, except you two, except the southeastern governors and southeastern leaders too are slaves to the Fulanis. Will you sit down and Fulani invade farmland and buy people, and you sit down, cross your hand, and because Miyetti Allah leaders have warned you that nothing should happen to their members, you will not take action? That means that leader himself is a coward. Because for you to be moved by mere threats, the same Miyetti Allah leaders have not come out publicly to warn Fulanis herders who have been buying people across every nooks and crannies of the country, who have been going about killing people. No press release to tell them to disassociate themselves from killing. So now that the people of the states have now looked for means to protect themselves against external and internal invasion. Now, it is now a worrisome issue to you that those are the Fulanis have died. Who should take the responsibility? Miyetti Allah, I'm asking you people. Your people go kill people. you will not come out and condemn the killings. You will stay silent, pretend as if nothing happened, as if everything is fine. Now that everybody is not taking measures, steps to safeguard their territories against the Fulani militias and the bandits, una come out and dey cry foul. Una never see anything. Una never see anything. If I were the governors of this state, I will order total lockdown. I will ban Fulani cows from coming into my state. Because you guys feel that you people have the monopoly of violence. That the monopoly of violence does not just reside in you guys alone. That people is just that we people in the south, we just want to abide by the laws. But ever since we've seen that the laws is not dealing with you guys. So at this point, we have to come out and defend ourselves. You people were very fast and quick to write to the Southeastern governors, warning them that nothing should happen to Fulani herders in the Southeast. I am also putting this to you. Please share this video. Let it get to the leaders of major lands that nothing should happen to all the Southerners living in the north too. Because the way your people are so precious, the same way we find people living in the north, the Southerners living in the north too, they are precious too. And warn your people too, not to come into our farmland and start to buy people. Because you should not just only warn the Southern leaders. Because the way you are pushing towards this agenda, Nigeria would be balkanized. That everybody would have to go their separate ways. Because if I tend to protect the people and you see that as a crime, that means I will be no less. I won't have any other choice than to retaliate. So I'm putting out this video to the Miyetti leader to be very careful and to warn their people not to invade our farmland, not to rape our sisters, not to buy our brothers anymore. Because we've had enough of their nonsense. We've had enough of their shenanigans. So at this point, Miyetti leaders should call the Fulani herders and warn them, because if they refuse or desist from buying people, we have no choice than to also retaliate and buy them back. We can no longer deal with this menace. So you giving Southeastern governors warning, a threat, that should never be a threat. Because we are out there to support the vision of any Southern governors who is ready to protect the people. And I have always maintained my standards. If the governors cannot protect us, it is high time we have to balkanize the country. Let everybody go on their own. That is the only way. Thank you. The Fulani must know that Nigeria does not belong to them. Enough of all this shenanigans. How can a particular tribe be acting as if the Nigerian space and the Nigerian system belongs to them? We must cut off this menace and this shenanigan. We've seen most persons who have refused to come out and speak their mind just because they are scared of the Fulanis. If today is your first time of watching, please kindly like this channel, subscribe on this platform, like the videos, share, comment for more political discourse. We need to tell the Fulanis the truth that the Nigerian system and the Nigerian space does not belong to them alone. We've had so many Fulanis acting as if this entire space belongs to them. But I want to tell you that enough of all this shenanigans, enough of this nonsense. How long can we be under contraction? How long can we be enslaved because we claim to be in a country fighting for one Nigeria? The Fulani military has migrated from the Fulani Island, and now the conquest is driving heavily towards them with the mindset that Nigeria belongs to them. But I can tell you with every conviction that until we come out and call a spade, these people will not turn against this their shenanigans, this their nonsense. It is becoming too unbearable that the particular tribe believes nobody can hurt them. That the particular tribe believes the unity of Nigeria is tied to them. That the particular tribe believes without them, nobody dares go anywhere. And I don't blame them. I blame the system that have given them that power for them to continue in this menace. I blame the system who gives them pardon, who grant them amnesty, even in the midst where things ought to have been called a spade a spade. That is the current place we tend to find ourselves now. And now, every now and then, the Fulani militias are buying people on a daily basis just because of the negligence of the government, just because we have a failed state, and just because the government itself is not ready to take responsibilities. If they are ready to take responsibilities, the Fulani militias will not be given that such enormous power to act as if they own the country. They will be given such enormous power to act as if without them Nigeria cannot survive. It is high time we should call a spade and tell them the truth that these people migrated from the Fulani Island, from the south place down to Nigeria, and now these people have so become a menace into the Nigerian space. It has become a problem ravaging every nooks and crannies of the society. A major menace that the government has failed to even address the issue. And now the problem is now waxing, is now degenerating on every now and then. But the question is, how long can we continue to manage this menace? How long can we continue to deceive ourselves in all of this? How long? And all of these are the attributes of a failed state. All of these are the attributes of a failed state. Because Nigeria as it stands has shown that nothing and nothing can work. When you say the Biafra should go, you say no. Let the Herder'S go, you say no. You still have the effrontery to believe that you own this country. see, at the infantry, to believe that one Nigeria belongs to you, my brother, you need to bury your face in shame. You need to bury your face in shame. Because as it stands now, nothing can work in the country. Nothing is working in the country. We are in a state. We are in a state where everyone is trying to save their life. Because to me, we've seen it all. We've seen it all. And it's not working. And it's not working. That is the current state of the nation. That is the current state where the people tend to find themselves because of a failed system, because of a failed government. It is now crippling him. It is now crippling him into the system. It is now crippling him into the system. And we see leaders who cannot come out and speak their mind. We've seen leaders who cannot come out and speak up when the Nigerian state is in a total chaos. We've seen leaders who cannot speak now that the country is in a total mess down. For the question is how long can we continue to remain in this contraption called one Nigeria? How long can we be fooled? How long can we continue in this mess? The country that is not working. A state of the nation that is full of lies, deceit, and propaganda. The question is, how long can we continue like this? If today is the first time of watching this, can you like this channel, like this video, share, comment for more political discourse. Thank you so much.